Have you ever wondered what your life would look like if you stopped caring so much about what others think? Imagine the freedom of living on your own terms, where the judgments of others no longer dictate your actions or weigh you down. Picture a life where you stay calm in the face of chaos, embrace failure as a stepping stone to growth, and focus only on what's truly within your control. In today's video, we'll explore 7 powerful Stoic lessons that can help you unlock this kind of inner peace and strength, guiding you to live a life of resilience and purpose. Lesson 1. Stop caring about what others think. One of the core teachings in Stoicism is that we cannot control the opinions of others, only our reactions to them. The moment you understand that other people's judgments hold no bearing on your intrinsic worth, you free yourself from unnecessary worry. This realization leads to a profound sense of liberation. In silence, you can reflect on your own values and principles without being swayed by the judgments of society. The Stoic sage would remind you that most people's opinions stem from their own misunderstandings or anxieties. They don't know your true nature or your potential, so why allow their judgments to control you? When you detach from what others think, you redirect that energy toward your own growth. Your value is determined by your character and virtues, not by the perceptions of others. By practicing silence and reflection, you train your mind to be unaffected by external noise, cultivating inner freedom and self-reliance. Lesson 2. Free yourself from the weight of expectations. Expectations from others can often weigh us down, trapping us in lives that aren't truly ours. The Stoics teach us to focus on what is within our control, our own actions and choices, not on what others expect of us. In silence, you can reflect on whether you're living according to your own values or merely trying to meet the standards set by others. By spending time in quiet contemplation, you can distinguish between your true desires and the expectations imposed on you. The Stoics encourage us to embrace our own path and to find peace in living according to nature, which is to say, living in harmony with your true self. When you stop striving to meet the expectations of others, you free yourself from unnecessary burdens. This allows you to live with purpose and intention, grounded in your own goals rather than those projected onto you by society. Lesson 3. Find peace and power within yourself. True strength, according to Stoicism, is found within. External circumstances, wealth and recognition are fleeting. Inner peace and resilience are lasting. Silence offers a space for self-reflection, where you can cultivate this inner strength by turning inward. In a world full of distractions, it's easy to lose sight of who you truly are. The Stoic practice of silence and reflection helps you stay centered, unaffected by external chaos. In these moments of stillness, you connect with your inner self, discovering that all the power and peace you need already reside within you. By spending time in silence each day, you fortify your inner world. This allows you to remain calm and composed, regardless of external circumstances. Stoicism teaches that the mind, when well trained, is impervious to external events. Your peace and power lie in mastering your reactions, not in controlling the outside world. Lesson 4. Act with confidence and calmness. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of clarity in thought and action. Silence gives you the space to reflect before responding, allowing you to act with confidence rather than being swept away by impulsive reactions. The Stoics believed that by pausing in moments of chaos, we can make decisions rooted in reason and wisdom. In silence, you develop the ability to observe and strategize before acting. This thoughtful approach not only strengthens your confidence, but also ensures that your actions are guided by virtue rather than fleeting emotions. Confidence for the Stoic is not about arrogance or bravado. It comes from a deep sense of inner calm and the knowledge that you are acting in alignment with your values. The quieter and more reflective you become, the more impactful your actions will be. Lesson 5. Embrace the strength of silence. Silence is often misunderstood as a sign of weakness or passivity, but in reality, it is one of the most powerful tools you can wield. In silence, you gain the ability to control your emotions, regulate your thoughts, and preserve your energy. Instead of reacting impulsively to every comment or situation, you pause, reflect, and choose your responses wisely. This ability to refrain from unnecessary chatter allows you to conserve your strength for the things that truly matter, ensuring that your actions and words are purposeful and impactful. By practicing silence, you demonstrate that you are in control of yourself. You don't feel the need to respond to every criticism, engage in every argument, or react to every provocation. This shows a level of emotional maturity and self-discipline. Silence in this way becomes an invisible shield that protects you from the chaos of the outside world, keeping you grounded in the face of negativity or conflict. When you choose not to react to trivial matters, you show that you are above the petty conflicts and distractions that consume others. Silence is a tool that allows you to rise above the noise of daily life. When you speak less, you also give yourself the time and space to think more deeply. This leads to greater clarity of thought and stronger decision-making. People who use silence effectively are often seen as more thoughtful, composed, and wise. This is because silence, when used strategically, conveys strength. It shows that you are not easily swayed by external forces and that you don't need to constantly prove yourself to others. Your silence speaks volumes, often conveying more than words ever could. In silence, you also conserve your mental and emotional energy. Instead of draining yourself by engaging in unnecessary debates or defending yourself against baseless criticisms, you save your energy for the things that truly matter: your personal growth, your goals, and your overall well-being. This conserved energy can then be channeled into productive activities that contribute to your success. By practicing silence, you also learn to observe and listen more effectively. When you listen attentively, you gain insights that others might miss, which can lead to better decisions and a deeper understanding of the world around you. Another powerful aspect of silence is the respect it commands. When you speak less, people are more likely to listen when you do choose to speak. This is because your words are perceived as more thoughtful and meaningful, as they are not thrown around carelessly. People who speak constantly may be ignored, but those who practice silence often gain more respect and authority in conversations and interactions. Silence signals that you are confident enough not to seek validation through constant talking, and that you value quality over quantity in your communication. Embracing the strength of silence in your daily life can transform the way you interact with others and the world around you. It helps you maintain inner peace, even in chaotic situations, because you learn not to react emotionally to everything happening around you. You become less affected by external pressures and more in tune with your own thoughts and feelings. Silence creates a space where you can reflect, grow, and act with intention. So, don't feel compelled to fill every moment with words. Learn to be comfortable with silence, both in conversations and in your own mind. Let your silence speak for you, creating an aura of calmness, confidence, and strength. When you embrace silence, you not only protect your energy and peace, but also become a person of greater influence and wisdom. In a world that is constantly noisy, your silence will stand out, making you stronger, more resilient, and more effective in achieving your goals. Lesson 6. Use failure as a tool for growth. Failure is often feared, avoided, or seen as something negative, but in reality, it is one of the most valuable tools for personal growth and self-improvement. Instead of dreading failure, you should embrace it as a necessary part of your journey towards success. In Stoicism, failure is not viewed as the end, but as an opportunity to learn, adapt, and grow stronger. The way you handle failure defines your character and shapes your future, and silence plays a crucial role in this process. When you fail, the natural reaction is to feel frustrated, embarrassed, or even defeated. People around you may offer unsolicited opinions, criticisms, or advice, which can add to the emotional weight of failure. However, silence gives you the space to step back from all the noise and focus on what really matters, understanding the failure itself. In silence, you can process the emotions that come with failure without letting them overwhelm you. Instead of reacting impulsively or defending yourself, silence allows you to reflect calmly, giving you the clarity to assess the situation objectively. In these quiet moments, you can analyze what went wrong and what can be done differently next time. Failure, when viewed through the lens of Stoicism, is not a reflection of your worth or abilities. It is simply feedback, a signpost showing you what doesn't work. Silence enables you to extract the valuable lessons hidden in each failure. Instead of dwelling on the negative emotions that often accompany failure, you focus on the practical aspects, what can be learned, improved, and adjusted. By embracing failure, you gain the freedom to take risks and try new things without the fear of making mistakes. Stoicism teaches us that failure is inevitable in life. It is not something to be feared, but rather a natural part of the process of learning and growth. The more you fail, the more you learn about what works and what doesn't, and over time, this knowledge leads to success. In this way, failure becomes a stepping stone, not a stumbling block. Another key aspect of using failure as a tool for growth is the development of resilience. Each time you fail and rise again, you build mental and emotional strength. Failure teaches you how to endure challenges and setbacks without losing hope or motivation. This resilience is crucial for long-term success because life is full of ups and downs. Silence, in this case, helps you build resilience by giving you the space to process your experiences without the pressure of external opinions or judgments. It allows you to take your time to heal, reflect, and rebuild your confidence. When you encounter failure, silence also provides the opportunity for self-compassion. It's easy to be overly critical of yourself when things don't go as planned. You may be tempted to blame yourself for not being smart enough, skilled enough, or prepared enough. But silence allows you to step back from this harsh inner dialogue and practice kindness toward yourself. Failure does not diminish your value. It simply highlights areas where you can improve. By practicing self-compassion in silence, you give yourself the emotional space to recover from failure and move forward with a renewed sense of determination. Failure also helps you develop humility, which is a key virtue in Stoicism. It reminds you that no one is immune to mistakes and that success is not a straight path. In silence, you can reflect on your own limitations without feeling defeated by them. Instead of seeing failure as a personal flaw, you come to see it as a natural part of growth. This humble perspective keeps you grounded and open to learning, making it easier to accept and grow from your failures. One of the greatest advantages of silence in the face of failure is that it shields you from the unnecessary noise of other people's judgments and opinions. Often, when you fail, people around you may offer their thoughts, whether helpful or not. These outside voices can cloud your judgment and make you feel worse about the situation. Silence gives you the mental space to ignore these distractions and focus on what really matters: your own reflection, analysis, and growth. Failure also provides an opportunity to refine your goals and strategies. In the quiet aftermath of failure, you can reevaluate your approach and make necessary adjustments. Maybe the failure revealed a flaw in your plan, or maybe it highlighted a skill that needs more development. Whatever the case, silence gives you the space to think critically and adjust your course for future success. This process of reflection and adaptation is key to turning failure into a tool for growth. Lesson 7. Focus on what you can control. One of the most fundamental teachings of Stoicism is the importance of focusing on what is within your control and letting go of everything else. This concept may seem simple, but it is incredibly powerful when applied to everyday life. The more you understand this principle, the more peace and clarity you will experience. Focusing on what you can control is a way to regain your personal power, reduce stress, and improve your ability to navigate life's challenges with resilience and composure. In life, there are countless things we cannot control: other people's actions, opinions, external events, or even the outcome of many of our efforts. These uncontrollable factors often lead to frustration, anxiety, and stress when we place too much emphasis on them. The Stoics teach us that peace of mind comes from understanding the difference between what is within our control, our thoughts, actions, and attitudes, and what is beyond it. By focusing on the former and letting go of the latter, you free yourself from unnecessary suffering and turmoil. Imagine how much energy is wasted worrying about things you cannot change. It could be someone's criticism, an unexpected problem at work, or even the outcome of a project. These are all examples of situations where your influence is limited. When you focus on these uncontrollable factors, you end up feeling drained, anxious, and powerless. However, when you shift your focus to what you can control, your reaction to criticism, how you handle problems, and how much effort you put into a task, you regain your power. Silence plays a critical role in this process, as it gives you the space to pause, reflect, and focus on what really matters. Silence allows you to detach from external distractions and concentrate on your own thoughts and actions. It's in these quiet moments that you can assess what is truly within your control. Instead of reacting impulsively or getting caught up in the whirlwind of external events, silence helps you create a buffer between yourself and the world. This buffer gives you the clarity to focus on your own responses, decisions, and attitude, rather than being overwhelmed by things you cannot change. The Stoics also remind us that trying to control what we cannot is not only futile, but also a source of immense frustration. When you spend time worrying about how others will react to you or what the future holds, you are engaging in a battle you cannot win. This doesn't mean you should be indifferent to the world around you, but rather that you should focus your energy on the things that are within your power to influence. Silence gives you the mental space to reflect on this distinction and make better choices about where to direct your energy. When you focus on what you can control, you become more resilient. Life will always present challenges, uncertainties, and difficulties. But instead of being overwhelmed by these challenges, you can use silence to regroup, reflect, and respond effectively. For instance, if you face a difficult situation at work or in a relationship, instead of fixating on the actions of others or external circumstances, silence allows you to step back and consider, what can I control here? How can I improve my response? This shift in focus helps you remain grounded, no matter how turbulent the external world may be. Focusing on what you can control also brings a sense of peace and acceptance. You learn to stop resisting the things you cannot change and instead accept them as they are. This is not about giving up, but about recognizing the limits of your influence. Once you accept that some things are beyond your control, You release the stress and anxiety that come with trying to manage the unmanageable. Silence helps you cultivate this acceptance by giving you the space to let go of the need for control over external factors. In relationships, focusing on what you can control is especially important. You cannot force someone to behave a certain way or change their perspective. You cannot control how they react to you or what they think of you. However, you can control how you communicate, how you choose to respond to their behavior, and how much energy you invest in that relationship. Silence helps you reflect on these dynamics, allowing you to approach relationships with greater clarity and calmness. You learn to stop taking things personally and start focusing on what you can do to maintain your peace and well-being. Another benefit of focusing on what you can control is that it helps you set realistic expectations for yourself. When you understand that your role is to manage your own thoughts and actions, not to control the outcome of every situation, you free yourself from the burden of perfectionism. This doesn't mean you stop striving for excellence, but rather that you focus on doing your best within the limits of what you can influence. Silence allows you to internalize this lesson, helping you reduce anxiety and increase your sense of satisfaction with your efforts. Silence also teaches you patience, which is essential when focusing on what you can control. Life doesn't always unfold according to your plans, and some things take time to develop. By practicing silence, you cultivate the patience to wait for things to happen in their own time, without feeling anxious or rushed. This patience is grounded in the understanding that while you can control your own actions, you cannot always control the timing or outcome of events. Silence helps you trust the process, knowing that you are doing your part and that the rest is out of your hands. Lastly, focusing on what you can control empowers you to live a life of purpose and intention. When you stop wasting energy on things beyond your influence, you have more time and mental clarity to dedicate to your goals and passions. You become more efficient, productive, and focused because your efforts are concentrated on areas where you can make a real difference. Silence provides the mental clarity needed to recognize these opportunities, allowing you to act with greater purpose and direction. Focusing on what you can control is a liberating and empowering mindset. It frees you from the frustration of trying to manage the uncontrollable and allows you to channel your energy into actions that truly matter. Silence plays a key role in cultivating this mindset, giving you the space to reflect, regroup, and act with intention. By practicing silence and focusing on what you can control, you build resilience, reduce stress, and live with greater peace and purpose. In the journey of self-mastery and personal growth, silence is an often overlooked but incredibly powerful tool. Through the lessons of Stoicism, we learn that silence is not just about the absence of sound. It's a space for reflection, growth, and strength. Silence allows you to detach from the noise of the world, focus on what you can control, and cultivate inner peace. It helps you build resilience by offering a moment to pause, reflect, and gather your thoughts before reacting to life's challenges. By embracing silence, you free yourself from the opinions and expectations of others, recognizing that your true value comes from within. You become more selective with your words and actions, ensuring that when you do engage, it is with purpose and intention. Silence also teaches you to accept failure as a stepping stone, using it to propel you forward with greater wisdom and resilience. Most importantly, silence gives you the clarity to focus on what truly matters, your own thoughts, actions, and goals, while letting go of the things beyond your control. It fosters patience, self-compassion, and a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. In silence, you cultivate the mental space needed to act with calmness, confidence, and purpose in every aspect of life. By making silence a regular practice, you strengthen your mind, preserve your energy, and create a sense of calm that will serve you through every challenge. Let the lessons of Stoicism guide you in embracing the power of silence, and watch as it transforms your approach to life. In the quiet moments, you will find your greatest strength.